right, I gotta share this. What's up, y'all?
Back door.
Hey. All right, I gotta share this, so y'all gotta give me a second. Do. How was your holiday? Hey, Stone. And thanks, Stone. Hey. I got that. That's funny because I kept seeing that number too. All right, I'm gonna get started in 2 seconds. I gotta find a way to put the link inside of the Google Classroom. Hey. Do. That's so funny. I just seen 888. Lets me know I'm in the right direction. I like it. All right. I have people here, so if y'all hear them yelling, teenagers don't care about nobody. You welcome. Holidays are always beautiful. Spent working, doing what I love. Created time for me. Aw, that's good. Holiday was okay. Hopefully everyone had a good holiday. I did. Anybody else just enjoy doing nothing? Like, nothing special, just absolutely doing nothing. Focusing on self. All right. I'm trying to tell you. The dog is having a moment, y'all. So he's a damn tourist for those that don't know. Okay, so if you hear him, you know what? They did find some of it. Supposedly it's supposed to come tomorrow because the people are retarded, y'all. I'm about to tell you all about it. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you how you know it's some bullshit. Hold on. All right, I had to put that in the group. So basically, really? Oh my God. That would have been horrible if they heard the thud in the background, okay? It would have been horrible. No wonder they're going out of business. Yeah. So order stuff online. It's supposed to be picked up. Instead, now if you select the option for pickup, it's supposed to be a pickup. This is how I feel like an ex of mine. Okay, worked there, I think. Anyway. Like they shipped some shit and left some shit for pickup. But the stuff that was sitting in the front, because I called in advance to come and get it, because I don't like waiting in line. I ain't gonna lie, I might be a little bougie. Who cares? So try to come in there, pick up the stuff, whatever. And apparently, this is me doing 2 fingers. Somebody moved it and put it in a whole different section of the warehouse. Like, as far as these people describe for this to be, okay, on the side of where they put it, you had to be pissed off or just, shitty energy for you to pick up all of this shit and just walk it over here when nothing else is at. So they found some of it. Somebody decided to select the option to deliver some of it, which if anybody orders from JCPenney, okay, you can't order your shit and select the option for delivery after it's been selected for pickup. You know how much energy you got to put into that shit to go in the system, to change it, to put it to delivery? So long story short, I just figured people were just trying to fuck with my energy. But no, nonetheless, everybody had a great Christmas. Aretha was spoiled. I don't know if I'm jealous or not. I'm still trying to figure it out, but she's spoiled. But yeah, they tried to deliver my shit when I didn't ask for no fucking delivery at all. But that's actually what this course is about today. Synchronicities, dealing with people's energies, especially when I'm not gonna say not expecting it, but just I feel like a lot of people on here, I'm sure y'all can agree, you deal with a lot of shit that you just don't have to, and a lot of that is because of your energy. When you are light or you're positive or you're a good person or you're selfless, you have a lot more energies that kind of come to you and bother you because of that, because they don't want your spirits to stay high. Yeah. Because if your spirits are high, then you're going to go around other people. They say happiness is contagious, right? So when you're happy, you go around other people, you make them happy. So what do people aim to do? Regardless of who it is, you know what I'm saying? Or what the purpose behind it is, people will come around and try to mess up your spirits. So what I want to talk about now is synchronicities. I'm over here. I just be randomly shuffling cards because I'm so used to, shuffling. But give me 1 second. I want to go over synchronicities and the definitive term first of synchronicities and why you see them. Forgive a replay, y'all. Hold on. Sucks sometimes the brighter you shine, the more darkness energy brighter. Heck yeah. But we talked about that in the last course. Like when you have a lot of positivity, you have a lot of light, you have a lot of goodness in you, you hear? You tend to get more people that aim to outshadow that light, eclipse energy, right? And if it's not the eclipse theory, then they can't match you no way. You know what I mean? What does it look like for a little star, to be in front of the sun? Even though stars are important, but you get what I'm trying to say. Now the moon in front of the sun, that's one thing, but the sun still outshines the moon, which is this solar eclipse, right? So people do aim to come around to try to dim that, but nobody really can dim that. Like think about it. Even in a solar eclipse, there's a piece of light that still shines. The sun will never, ever, ever be completely, is it uncontrasted? Whatever the word is for that, it will never be, completely shut out or shielded off. All right, I figured how to spell it, okay? Nobody can dim my light but God, period. Heck yeah, and he ain't gonna want to do that. Why would you want to do that? All right, so I seen somebody message you, but it disappeared in too quick of a time, so I'm gonna go back and look at them. All right, synchronicities, all right? It's the occurrence of events which appear significantly related, but not discernible, but no discernible casual connection. Let me read that shit again because I read that like I was in public school. Okay, you know they pick on you in 3rd grade. You like, oh God, they picked me. Okay, all right. The occurrence of events which appear significantly related, but have no discernible casual connection. So basically, synchronicities is have an occurrence of events which appear significant but still have no casual connection, or you can't casually connect it to something or somebody else. So a lot of times, like for me, like I've been seeing 444, 888, 717, basically synchronicities and numbers. All right, so a lot of times, because I'm trying to stay on topic, so you have to forgive me if I'm bouncing because I got so many messages. A lot of times we'll see synchronicities and we make the assumption that it has to do with somebody else. You'd be like, oh, okay, I've seen this number, such and such, such and such. It reminds me of such and such, such and such. Really, a lot of times the synchronicities that this is my theology, okay? I feel like a lot of times when you see signs of synchronicities, it's the universe giving you a warning. Either a warning or a congratulations or praise. It's only one of the two. I mean, that's how I see it, okay? However y'all see this is on y'all, right? But synchronicities with numbers is usually when somebody is thinking about you most of the time, right? But it's still a warning. So like this is over here in the warning section. It's still a warning because a lot of times people don't understand if you are the Empress and you have light, it takes nothing for people to be in your energy. I hope that makes sense. It's like we assume that our energy is so guarded and so away from people, but really it's very much exposed until you learn how to secure or protect it. Like the 7 of Wands card to me is like the most powerful card in the deck, for one, because it represents the number 7. You know what I mean? It could have been any other number, and it could have been any other number, but they picked 7, okay? And not only that, but 7 of Wands. So if you look at the correlation between 7 of Wands, it's line, 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 a line going across, numeral terms, and then 2 lines on the side, right? Which the 4 lines and the line going across to me is considered a gate or a fence, or that's how I see it for numerology, if that makes sense, or if this is making sense to y'all at all. Which is why the 7 of Wands is very important, because it's telling you to shield off your energy or protect your energy from other people. So when you start to see synchronicities, it's necessary for you immediately to go into protection mode. Most people will see it and be like, oh, okay, no worries. When you start seeing a bunch of numbers like that and you're working on yourself, it signifies that you're going to be tested. This is my theology. It also means that somebody is going to could possibly try to penetrate your energy, and or the universe is saying like, good job, keep going. You know, like just don't give up, like stay the course, stay focused. All right. This is my theology. So synchronicities. All right. Usually these are at the worst timing. Okay. Some will say perfect timing, but I say the worst timing. The reason being is because most synchronicities come out of nowhere. Okay. It's usually when you're at a point or a pinnacle when you're trying to get rid of something or somebody. Most people will, I mean, y'all could tell me if this is true or not. Most people say they start seeing a lot of synchronicities after they got out of a relationship, or they went through some type of level of pain or some type of level of sadness, or, you know, was separated from somebody. That's usually around the time frame where synchronicities start to awaken. And I feel like that's when the battle kind of starts to begin between your energy. I saw 444 and ran into my twin flame on Christmas Day. Dang, afterward. Wow. Okay, so my theology is correct then. Cool. Because, you know, like I said, this is from trial and error for me, y'all. Okay. But I have done research, and y'all know I work with colleges and stuff like that, that I get, you know, information from them, research from them, just to make sure I'm in the right direction. Okay. So, but it's still my theology. All right. So, usually when you start to see synchronicities in multiple numbers, like, you know, Stone just said 444 or 555, 6, you know, I don't like the other triple sixes, 777, then it really depends on your mental state at that time frame that you see it. And it's imperative for you to stop immediately to figure out what you were just thinking about at the time frame that you seen the synchronicity. Because it is now time, like I said, for you to go into Seven of Wands mode, which is protection mode, and for you to figure out what it was that you just thought about, what it was that was just in your energy, and then you prepare for that. If it's something good, right, then you be like, oh, shoot, you know, I done manifested, I got something positive on the way. Yay, you know, you don't really have to focus on that very much, all right? Another way of synchronicity is seeing your spirit animal. And I'm going to tell y'all how this has to do with your divine feminine and masculine really quickly, but I'm just trying to get synchronicities and immediately synchronicities out of the way. All right. So seeing your spirit animal, that is so hard. LOL. Thoughts just go sometimes, but I'll try. Yeah, true. But you know what? I heard from an older person a long time ago that if you can't remember your thoughts, it's because A, you're thinking too much, or it was A, you're thinking too much, or somebody's thinking for you. So I'm trying to put this into correlation because it's like, it's a whole bunch of shit, so you'll have to forgive me. If you can't remember the last thing that you just thought, it's because you think too damn much or you think all the time, right? But if you see a synchronicity and you can't remember what you just thought, it's not your thought. I know this sounds tweakish, so y'all have to be like, forgive me, because it's like, I don't want to just throw a whole bunch of shit on y'all. Y'all be like, oh God, it's awkward, you know? But a lot of the times, some of the thoughts that you have aren't your thoughts. It is the person that you're synced with thoughts. That's why you be like, why the fuck did I just think about that? Like, or why did I even want that? Or why do I want to eat this food? Or why do I want to do this? Why do I want to do that? Like, it don't have nothing to do with you. Does that make sense? So, and this is like my theology, but you know, I've asked this theory, I've tested this theory, I've spoke to other people. But if you ever ask somebody, and I'm sure y'all have, where you'll be like, oh, you know, if you ever separate from somebody, you get back around them, you be like, you know, what were you doing during this time frame? They'd be like, oh, I was doing such and such. Like, oh, you thought about me? They'd be like, oh yeah, you know, like, oh, what day or whatever. If you ask any questions, it'd be like y'all are in sync. You'd be like, oh, dang, like, cause I thought about you at that time frame or whatever the case may be. So most of the time when you think of stuff like that, it's not your thoughts though. Some, it says makes sense. Usually you will have almost instantly followed by synchronized. Yeah. So hold on, because I don't want to get too far off a topic, right? I'm sorry, because I have teenagers, you know what I'm saying? They don't care when you're recording, okay? So give me 1 second. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Aretha's having a moment. Okay. So hearing the same phrases, right? Either hearing the same phrase or seeing certain phrases, seeing things on certain things. Like I had talked to a couple before, And I asked them before they met each other, like, did they know that they were going to meet each other? And they both said yes. And it was really tweakish because they were like, oh yeah, before we ran into each other, they both started seeing the same type of things for synchronicity. It had something to do with, I think it was like a chip bag, or it was something that had to do with food. It was like he seen the food and then like she seen the food, and when they met each other, they looked down and it was like that same food bag was like on the ground, and that's how they both knew that they were supposed to be in sync, because they both kept seeing like that particular food bag, and it was really awkward, but that was like their way of knowing like they were meant to be together, and they ended up being together for like 40 something years. So running into the same person over and over again. I know y'all not trying to hear that, but it's true. When you are connected to a particular person in a way of sync, which is usually twin flame or karmic, you're going to keep running into something about this person over and over again. Again, I'm going to go more into why this has anything to do with divine feminine and masculine in just a second, but there is an instance of repeat for people when there is feminine energy for males, masculine for females. Okay? Because as a feminine, you're supposed to be protected. Okay? So if you're having certain issues where you have to leave something or somebody alone, you're supposed to be able to drop the situation, and you're not supposed to have synchronicities. I hope this is making sense. For males, you're supposed to have synchronicities because you're supposed to call the female that you're looking at. You're supposed to have enough control with your energy to be able to call her to you. I hope this is making sense. So how does this correlate between divine feminine and masculine? The male is supposed to call the female, and the female is supposed to unsync from the male. But if you are a masculine female, you'll have a lot of synchronicities and you're not supposed to. I'm sorry. Yes, again. What is it? I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to kick y'all. Nobody ain't gonna go. Wouldn't that be crazy? All right. I'm back, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was trying to go and instruct and tell people to leave me alone without cursing in the camera. Okay. All right. So back to what I was saying. Male energy calls female. Female energy, if you're masculine, you're calling male. Okay. But you're not supposed to call male. You're supposed to detach. Okay. This is something you can search and Google on the internet. Okay. Theology says that Native Americans, right? They usually, it says, what if you were a twin flame man, but you embody the feminine energy? Yes, because if you're a Libra man, you would. A woman who embodies masculine energy. That makes sense how they would play. Yes. So I'm going to get to that. I need 2 more seconds because I was just running. All right. Just got to catch my breath. All right. Should be keeping class. All right. Cool. So female disconnects from male. Male calls female. Okay, so if female is masculine, all right, you're calling male. If male is masculine, he's going to reject your call, in which that's going to make your energy kind of like resurface itself. Kind of like it's almost like anybody ever play racquetball? Chubby King, girl. It's true. You don't hear me? I'm like, ugh. All right. So if you ever played racquetball, you could throw something against the wall and it's gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? When you got the mitt, you catch it, and try to dodge it. Whatever it is that you want to do with the energy, or whatever you want to do with the racquetball, is whatever happened. But either way, it's you in a room by yourself throwing something, attempting to catch it. Okay, the other person is not in the room. All right, that is what it looks like for a female masculine energy. Now, if you are dating a feminine, which Stone, you make a great point. If you're dating a male and he has feminine energy, I thought they only played that in jail. Oh my God, no. They at the center clubs, they have that. Oh my God. Okay. So if you are a male feminine, okay, and you're dealing with a masculine female, you could catch that. Okay. You could catch that. Now, your biggest thing is because her energy is stronger, it's going to be hard for you to detach. All right. So again, you still are trying to detach from this individual. You know what I mean? Like, to the fact that you have to call them, or the fact that you have to reach out to them, or, you know, for them to be in your energy or synchronicities in the first place, it's always, remember, it's already a warning sign. Okay. So you already should have disconnected from this person for the whatever reason that y'all not together in the first place. But you know, for some people, they give it time and they be like, okay, you know, something gonna come back around. It's gonna fix itself. It's gonna work itself out. You know, it's gonna help me, or whatever the case may be. But it's still spirit telling you, this is my theology, that this is a warning sign, like disconnect, like abort, like this person's not for you, like it's not helping you, it's not gonna work, like they're a bad person, like I removed them for a reason, like, and you're seeing the signs. But most people assume that this has everything to do with love. They'll be like, oh my God, you know, I've seen this, it means that we're in love, or we're meant to be together, or, you know, for that, like, but you're doing it alone. Now, if y'all are both in sync and y'all both seeing the same numbers, but y'all are, you know, in each other's presence, y'all in a relationship, y'all agree, y'all, you know, y'all seeing the same stuff, that means y'all sync. That's soulmate energy. I hope this is making sense. But if they're away from you and they're causing you problems and sorrow and sadness, and y'all disconnected and y'all arguing all other shit, that's not the same thing. All right, it's not the same thing. So, dreams and synchronicity. All right. I seen somebody on here say that they can't remember their dreams, or they don't remember their dreams, or something of that nature. Okay. Like, your dreams are usually meant to be interpreted unless you do a lot of meditation. If you do a lot of meditation, whatever you send up, it'll come back down in a dream, or whatever you send up, it'll come down in your meditation. Most people, and it all is still meant to be interpreted. And a lot of times it's kind of like, I call it an escape room, because dreams ain't meant to be just something that's just outright, you know. It's meant for you to, if you ever heard of the term, if you go on the quest, you'll find it, right? Or if you, to go out on the quest is to obtain what you're looking for. To go out on the quest is to obtain the knowledge, right? So your dream is like your quest, okay? It's not meant for you to look at the dream for what it was. Like, oh, I had a dream, you know, I ran up some stairs, okay? So that's what they want me to do, run up the stairs. No, it's like the dream is for you to pay attention to certain aspects of the dream, enough for you to get whatever unlock or information or quest or knowledge from it, which I'm sure y'all understand this. But it's meant to be interpreted. A lot of your synchronicities are going to come from your dreams. If you have a notepad or a journal and you journal your dreams, each one of those dreams should piece up into either your past life, like things that happened in your past life, or what's going to happen in your future, you know, in your future, or what's about to happen in the next couple of days or weeks. Sometimes I heard people say like within a couple of days or a couple of weeks, depending on what type of dream they have. If you have real vivid dreams and stuff like that, then it's usually like almost instant, or, you know, you're more in sync with the universe. So you kind of get more like premonitory dreams, if that makes sense. Okay. So I'm still going over synchronicities. I'm about to tell you again how this correlates to divine feminine and masculine. All right. So what do you do when you get the synchronicity and you say, okay, you know what? I'm just going to ignore it. Like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be, you know, involved with it. All it does, I have vivid dreams and premonitions a lot. Yeah, you got to write those down, because, excuse me, because if you write them down and you actually look at like the last 5, it should tell a story. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Are you randomly eating cheese or no? My taco? Why would you eat my taco? Oh my God. So true. I tend to dream of people I met before I'm either in a relationship. Okay, we're starting. Thanks for. You're welcome. I'm sorry, y'all. I got teenagers. I just order some tacos and they eat my tacos. But because I'm live, I can only grit my teeth to show fear. Nobody's sending this recording anywhere, okay? Girl, I'll be so bad if those my taco. Okay. All right, let me stay focused. I'm sorry, y'all, because I know I got ADHD. Just taco. All right. First and foremost, you got to pay attention to synchronicities, all right? They're very, very, very important, okay? And because you actually, she said, oh no, not tacos. I'm trying to tell you. Because you get the message, because you have the synchronicities, it is very evident and very clear that you have something that most people don't have. There are people in the world, okay, that have never seen a synchronicity. They don't acknowledge it. They don't know what it is. They be like, oh, okay, I just so happen to see that number. Okay, whatever, it don't mean nothing to me. Boom, they done, okay? I know it ain't Taco Tuesday, but that's why the tacos was important, okay? Because I wanted them because I didn't get them on Taco Tuesday. And now I'm not going to get them on Taco Saturday either, all right? Apparently. They didn't went and got cheese and put cheese on my... I didn't even have cheese on... Okay. Basically, you have to write these down, all right? It has to be clear. You cannot ignore them, especially if it's numbers, okay? If it's the same place in your dream, it's probably where you were born or conceived in your previous life or previous lives over. It also means deep energetic connection. Now, people that have a deep energetic connection with you are the people that you're supposed to fear. I'm just playing. You ain't got to fear them per se, but you should be very concerned because depending on their energy, because remember, the thoughts that you have for synchronicity are not your thoughts. If you're dealing with somebody that's dark, okay, what is called when you see something happen and then it happened months down the line, is it called deja vu? It is called deja vu, but it's also premonitionary because you already thought about it before it actually happened. That's actually that's a good thing to have. Okay. As long as it's positive. All right. Now, but you know what's funny? I don't know. What's your sign, Dior? If you're a Taurus or a Libra, that's really funny because they say most Librans can see the future. It's either Taurus or Libra. I knew it, yeah. They say that they can see the future. That's why Libra and Taurus is when they make kids or have kids, they usually have premonitionary kids or gifted children, kids that can do like sign language, stuff like that. So not sign language, but like they understand like body language. It's really crazy. But yeah, that's funny. I knew he was one of those. Deep energetic connection is not soulmate connection. The thoughts that you have are not your thoughts. You're picking up this person's energy. You're picking up this person's thoughts. You're picking up this person's habits. Think about it, okay? And again, my theology, when you met this person 9 times out of 10, you were bubbly, energetic, happy, all type of stuff, right? And then once you get together, you separate from this person, immediately you start taking on traits that are not yours. You like, well, I don't know why I'm doing this or why I'm acting this way or why I feel this way or why I can't come out of this slump. It's like, yeah, that's love, but it's also a deeper connection because especially if you slept with a person, it's a deeper connection because they have your energy. Like y'all are in sync. Like this is why, all these yonis, sorry y'all, I know the men over here like, oh God, I don't want to talk about it. But that's why they have all these yoni steams and pearls and all this other stuff that's here, to cleanse, the female body because you're literally in sync with somebody the moment you date, sleep with, whatever people. Okay, boom. All right. It says shit, you can say that again. My twin nurse is dark and but like definitely healed and she's still in low vibes. The dark energy is trying manifesting me, but I protect the heck yeah. When he comes around, I'll be trying. Yeah, exactly. So this is how you know when you're in sync with somebody. Now, I don't want to scare the shit out of y'all, but I'm still gonna say it, okay? Because that's the reason y'all took this class. That's crazy because I constantly think about my ex and all of it is purely sexual. Yeah, heck yeah. You don't ever think about the person where you be like, you know what? We gonna get together and we gonna be together forever. You be like, oh, I can't stand their ass. Why am I even thinking about them? Okay, let me go back. All right. Soulmate connections, don't have this. Deep energetic connections, concerned with. Synchronicities, be concerned with. If you're the female, okay, so true is proven that whatever a man even sleeps with a woman, his energy stays within her. All of his DNA stays connected with her. Yes, HPV. I know I'm not, I ain't trying to go all into that, but yeah, HPV. That like they couldn't figure out the actual phonics behind it. Besides that, the human DNA stays wrapped in and around or involved on a female's cervix. If she doesn't use certain things. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make this sexual, y'all, so you have to forgive me. But yeah, like now you do understand too when you sweat, when you exercise, when you meditate. This is why, you know, for central chakras, you know how they have their hands out, you know, to the side and their legs are crossed and the body is sitting straight up in a perfect posture. Is because all of that stuff is flow and release. Okay. That's why when you're meditating, okay, you're doing chakra cleansing, you have to make sure you're sitting up straight. That's funny because my oracle message had a lot to do with posture, okay? And if you have the right posture, everything flows perfectly with posture. So energies, negative energies from the mind have to travel down to the heart. And from the heart, it has to register through the body. This is why when you in love with somebody, that starts at your head, you know, you think about the person, whatever, eventually you start to feel, you know, nauseous or, you know, shit in your stomach, you know, when they call pitfalls in your stomach, or you get butterflies in your stomach, or you have heart flutters or heart palpitations. All of this is a part of your chakra process, right? So as this goes down, you know, you have your stomach, you know, some people, they literally every time they see their ex or their ex calls or whatever, like they gotta run and go and pee. You know what I mean? Like I know that's a little graphic, but you have to use the bathroom, like urinate, like almost instantly, okay? Because all of this has to and is connected to the chakra process. That's why if you are meditating and you want a person out of your energy, you have to make sure you are sitting up straight in chakra position. You can look up, you know, the guide on that, well, how to fold your legs. If you can't fold your legs, then you can put your legs out straight, but you have to make sure that your back is literally in a U or curved or sitting straight up. And you have to have your hands out in the chakra process. Your shoulders have to make sure that they are, you know, kind of like, I'm going to say arch back, all right? Because you have to give the heart enough chest and your chest cavity enough space to take a deep breath, like a real deep breath, like an open cavity, wide lung, deep breath. This is how you release people out of your energy. It says, I feel flush or I get butterfly, I get nervous. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'm hoping, okay, just stay with me here, okay? So this is from you thinking about this person, okay? Again, deep energy connection has nothing to do with a relationship, has nothing to do with love, has nothing to do with any of that, okay? This is now when you have to decide, I know y'all ain't trying to hear this, what side your person works for. Yeah. What side does your person work for, all right? So say, for instance, you know, you are a person of light. Oh, thank you. You can send me that. I'll put it in this group, actually. Thank you. Send me both of those. Thank you. Okay, then. All right. Yes, Stone. Yes, exactly. Thank you so much. Like, right now, at this very moment, because, you know, I can talk to y'all about this, there's a real life battle on Earth. See, they made this shit with the Jupiter and Saturn shit sound so amazing, right? So amazing. It says, so do meditation to release the energy of my person's darkest work. Hell yes. Yes. Meditation will release that cleansing, cord cutting. The cord cutting session is for the mind. I hope y'all know that. Cord cutting sessions is for the mind. It has nothing to do with the body. It has nothing to do with your person. None of that. It's for the mind to let you know you are officially disconnected from this person. That don't work if you are going to think about the person again. I'm doing cord cutting tomorrow. Yeah. So like if you cut the cords and they call you, they right back in your energy. So what you have to do is you genuinely have to get them out of your energy. You genuinely have to unsync from them. Okay? That's funny because I'm seeing 333 right now. So let me stay on topic. All right. So you have to pay attention to words, signs, people, the things they say. It don't work. If it doesn't work, it's because your person is different. If y'all really want my honest opinion, if you try cord cutting and it don't work, it's two things that's going on here. Either you ain't really doing the cord cutting session, you are mentally saying like, okay, you know, I cord cut, like, but it ain't got nothing to do with your spirit. See, you know it's something coming from the soul because you feel it, you know, opposed to you just wanting to get some shit off of your mind and be like, oh, I want to be done with it. I'm over it. Boom. But you know, deep down inside in the gut, in the pit of your stomach, if they were to change, if they were to do everything right, you would go right back to that person because that's what you originally want. You have to make sure that your mind, body, and soul no longer wants this person. It can't be involved with this person. It can't be in sync with this person. You can't think about this person. You can't do anything to do with this person. Like most of the time when you're trying to rid yourself of pain, the same pain shows up. Sorry. It says, that's a big if. He could never ever do evil. Of course. I mean, they usually they don't. Usually when you are getting away from somebody, it's because spirit is telling you that that person is bad for you, or bad for your soul, or bad for your purpose, or they're not going to help you. My bad, y'all. A lot of times, because my throat chakra just immediately started like fucking with me, so I feel like they just want me to shut the fuck up. But it's not. A lot of times when you don't know who a person works for, and it's not very evident, they were contracted to come talk to you. So what does that mean? That means you walking down the street holding the basket, okay, and you got all your fruit and shit in the basket. I don't know. This is just a scenario that came up in my head because y'all know I'll be having a whole bunch of motherfuckers running around in there. Okay, I got ADHD, whatever. So you walking down the street like la la, you know, shoes untied ass, okay, and you got the basket and you throwing all of this shit in the basket, okay. You're like, okay, cool, all right, and they are across the room and they see your light, okay, and they'll say, "Damn, who is that?" You know. We never seen them around here before. This is why most women, I know this sounds really awkward, but most women that are very spiritual, people from their city don't know them. I know that sounds awkward. This is how people be like, damn, like we live in the same city and I never met you. How? You know, like you could probably went to the same school with this person, been around this person, maybe even work with this person, like any way, shape, or form. Like you had some type of connection with this person, most likely, and they never got a chance to meet you because your energy really didn't allow them to come around you or come to you. All right. But because your defenses are low or were low, because you were asking for something from the universe instead of waiting, they seen an opportunity to come and talk to you. Example, it would be like, okay, you know, I want to manifest, you know, a relationship, right? I want a relationship. I want a relationship. So I'm gonna write this down. I want a relationship. All right. Now, meetings are very small in the spiritual realm because there's only two sides, okay, in which these meetings can happen in, you know? So if you're saying certain things out loud with the wrong energy or with the wrong intent or without healing certain pain, it'd be like, all right, well, I can't do nothing with this. You take it. I hope this is making sense. So they'd be like, all right, cool. So now they see you going down the street. They be like, all right, well, you know, which one of y'all trying to figure out how to bring people back to me? Okay, you knew. All right, you just got here. You know, your girl did you bad. You on the bad, negative side of life. Okay, cool. I pick you. You go over there and you bring her back to me. Okay, so how do I bring her back to me? I need you to go down there. I need you to break her as much as possible, lie to her, cheat on her, whatever. Just lower her spirits because right now she could actually touch a couple people. Okay, and then that's going to make it harder for us because it's only like 400, 500 of us. Okay, but it's thousands of them. Okay, I need them to come over here with me. All right, so whatever you got to do, get that one because if she's negative, she's connected to a bunch of people. So the more negative she is, the more negative she is to other people, the more she'll bring more people to us. Is this making sense? All right, cool. So this is why men, when y'all are captured, okay, like it's mesmerizing to y'all because y'all like, damn, somebody actually got my heart because I never let that shit happen, right? I never let that happen. Normally what I would do is I would, you know, for men, y'all would meet somebody and y'all are the person that, you know, captures this person's heart. These people are running after you, you know, in which that's how you know when you were in an immature state of your life because you were the chase, not the chaser. Okay. Every masculine relationship, okay, unless you're a Libra male, then you go off of your moon sign. But every masculine relationship should start with the man seeketh the wife. Okay, if y'all, you know, remember these theologies or universal laws, like, and from that, it's very evident and clear what your wife looks like because if you're spiritual, spirit will tell you. Now, depending on who she worked for, it will look this way, but you will not hear it. The only time you'll hear this is, I know this sounds bad, it would be sexual, you know? It would be sexual, or it would be shyness, which usually never happens for whoever this person is that I'm speaking of. So if you're either or of these around this person when you first meet them, that's not your soulmate. That is a sync of something that is attempting to change a piece of you, which is, twin flame energy, okay, or karmic, or for something to tread you away from your light entirely, because you probably have a light in which, had you stayed the course, you would have done something not massive, but big enough within days to come before you met this person. But this person was a sense of sent to preoccupy you, because the mind is the matter, literally, like the ultimatter, right? If you look at the universe, the particles of the universe, the mind is the ultimatter of things. Like, nobody will ever be able to figure out the finance behind the brain or the mind or the way people think or how they love. None of that. You can do all the research in the world you want to. Every person is guaranteed different. Okay. So this makes so much sense. I'm hoping so. I'm just telling y'all the theology behind what I've learned. Okay. So when you're thinking of things, yes, you see what I'm saying? So when you're thinking of things from this perspective now, when you meet somebody, it's not the same no more, right? If somebody walk up to you like, hey girl, like, how you, I'm trying to get your number or whatever, people like, oh God, who do you work for? You know what I'm saying? You can't ask them that, but now in your spirit, it will tell you, in your spirit now, it will tell you, it will be like, okay, this person's not right, new love, okay. Usually when you first meet somebody, you be like, oh my God, they so sweet, they cute, women, y'all understand, okay. You're like, oh, they got this going on, they got, okay, cool, well, whatever. All right, so, but you're looking for fallacies almost instantly. Like, if you have the light if people ask you this question frequently. All right, so why you single? But I don't understand why you're single. I don't understand why nobody dates you, or why nobody would date you. You be like, shit, I don't know either. No, I'm just kidding. But the reason is because you have something that they know is different. Hey, somebody let him off for me. You have something that they know is different, but they really can't put their finger on it as to why it's different. They just know it's something. So that's how you know who they work for, because if they work for the light, they don't have to say that at all. It says, why there's a person you're connected to always in and out of your life. So you're not connected. Okay. You're not connected. So if a person works for the same person you work for, they're contracted to you now. That's a soulmate. Soulmates are a contract. It's a soul contract. Okay. Heck no, put it back. So when you have a soulmate, they're contracted to maintenance, take care of, protect, love your soul. Okay. If a person is in and out of your life, that is somebody that is there to control your mind, your energy, because hate is a heavy emotion, but love and hate are the same emotion, just as jealousy and regret. Okay. Most of the time when you're dealing with a person that's in and out of your life, you're dealing with regret. Like, dang, I wish I'd never dealt with this person. I'm so sick of them doing the same shit. Like, I want them to change. They don't want to change. They keep doing this. They keep doing that. Like, okay, maybe they're going to change this time. Okay, you take it back. And okay, no. Like, now it starts to turn into hate. But if you think about all of the back and forth feud, right? All of the arguments, all of the disagreements, there's still a level of love there, but regret, hate, and jealousy and all of that starts to surface its ugly head. So this is now a battle to get you to switch sides. Like I said before, like eventually, if they keep playing that game and you allow it, you'll get so fed up with them that you'll start to dislike them. Just seen 444. And the minute you start to dislike them, well, now you work for them, because now you're arguing with them. Now you throwing out all type of stuff. Now you saying all type of things you don't mean. Now you're angry. Now you walking around angry. Now you running somebody else whose day you were supposed to make, you have made their day bad, or you've put this energy off on others. Or if you live in a house and you're in a house with kids, kids have energy. So your energy is the highest energy in the house. If you are a female, a spiritual female, your energy is the highest energy in the house. Your whole mood can shift the whole damn room. Okay, so if you get in the house and you pissed off, everybody in the house gonna feel it. They gonna get the fuck up out your way. They gonna run. They all disappearing. They all doing whatever, because nobody wants to deal with that energy because it's strong. So imagine that if you're pissed off for weeks at a time, you know how much energy is coming to you. He said, wow, this sounds like some spy game, espionage, double agent stuff. It's true. So for males, right? If it's so funny because men are supposed to be masculine, and y'all are by all nature guys. Y'all are already masculine. Y'all naturally have masculinity in y'all. But I hate to say this like this, but there is no reason for men to be masculine per se, because a masculinity is not something that you show. It's something that is felt, and a presence that is known, where you don't have to say it. Like if a dude walk up on you, you know that dude in your face. You know what I'm saying? You like, oh God, what I want to do with this? It's, depending on their build and their makeup, there's a level of intimidation there, not just because of the person, but because of masculinity. Especially if you're a woman, if a dude is in your face, you can be like, oh, there's a man in my face. I hope this is making sense. So if you are coming off as masculine, right, then you know you're in a battle right now for spirit, because your masculinity is not necessarily needed to be said, heard, seen, talked about. None of that shit, It's already there, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So females, this is how you know you're dealing with a non-masculine male, because if a man raises his voice, if he has, anger issues, okay, if he spaces out at times, daydreamers per se, if they can't hold a functional conversation relative to a situation without getting upset, irritated, or irate, if they refuse to address the issue, all of that is a sign of aggravating masculinity, in which if that masculinity is there, they don't work for the same person that you work for. I hope this is making sense. Now, a man that has feminine energy, okay, he's going to understand where you're coming from. So he's going to want to have the conversation with you, because he's going to know how you feel. He's going to be like, okay, I'm going to have this conversation because if it was me, I would want somebody to have this conversation with me too. So let's have a conversation. They don't have a reason to have masculinity or be masculine or put anything over whatever it is that you feel. They would just rather, sort it out or have a conversation. Females that have masculine energy, okay, when it comes to synchronicities and the person that you're dealing with, the first thing that you're going to think is, I need to hurt them the way that they hurt me. This is how you know you are being recruited, okay? Because you're going to step out of character. Like, your exes will make you want to beat their ass. Literally, okay? And some of them still do weird shit till today probably that makes you want to slap their ass to sleep. This is how you know that you should stay away from this person, because they want you to be that person, if this makes sense. They want you to be the negative person. They want you to be aggressive, angry, dysfunctional, irate, belligerent, mad, sad. Like, they want you to be that shit, because their contract doesn't end and they can't move on to another person until the contract with you closes. It's like a job, like a paid contract. Somebody lay it in for me. It's like a job. It's a paid contract, So if every time I see you, I can fulfill this contract, All right, business owners that's on here. If you know business, yes. If you know business, you'll say, okay, I got 5 contracts over here that's open. Sounds like they trying to poison you with their energy and the fully convert you over. Yeah, yes, yes. So if you have 5 contracts, let the dog in. If you have 5 contracts, right? And you like, okay, well, this one right here is more prominent. You know, it's in my face. This the person they in a relationship right now. Okay. This contract is more prominent. They in my face. All right. But I still got these other 4 contracts that are open. All right. So I'm going to entertain the contract that's in my face. If I so happen to see this person, maybe I can close that contract. And if this person allows me to, you know, maybe simultaneously between dealing with a bunch of people, texting this person, talking to that person, I can get that contract over there too. So once I close this one, I only got 4 more left, but I'm already in a relationship with one. I'm texting my ex. I'm thinking about another person, and it's the new person I just met. I hope this is making sense. This is how contracts are usually like sought out and spread out. It's not meant to be like one person. You'll find that these people have multiple people. It's always somebody. Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying? They'll always have multiple people. It's always somebody in the equation. It's always somebody around, or you'll see them, you know, doing the most. And yeah, they're a player. Like if you look at their history in the past, they had a lot of relationships, you know, shit like that. So you are a contract to them. This is what they do. It's like, oh, I can get them. I know they're going to be able to close the contract because they got the gift of gab, you know what I'm saying? Or they're beautiful, or this person has a way with words, or, you know, sexually they experience, you know, like all of that. Okay, cool. So this is how you know, again, if you are contracted. So, or a contract is, you know, out there for you, but that's good because that means that you have a lot going on. Now females, don't get it twisted. Don't assume. Sounds like some hitman stuff. LOL, closing the contract. LOL. Yeah. I mean, I feel like you're going to have to, now that you know what these contracts are for, there's no purpose of you entertaining it anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, it says, how do you close their contract? You stop entertaining it. Because the only way for them to, hey, I just seen that. The only way for them to close the contract or to obtain the contract or start the contract is for you to entertain it. See, pay attention to men that they always talk about that one ex that got away, right? Or that one person that got away. Or they be like, damn, you know, it was really good, but you know, I miss, you know, that type of shit. Like, it's because that person didn't allow them to accept the contract, put the contract, place the contract, communicate about the contract. They didn't allow none of that shit to happen. So that's the one that got away. I hope that makes sense. So the best way to close a contract is to not think about it, because the synchronicities that you think that you see because you feel like it's necessary it necessarily means that y'all supposed to be together. Is not. It's just basically saying like, oh, if they see 333 and they call that 333, they gonna think this is great. Now we can get back on this contract. Cool. I hope that made sense right then. If they see a picture of you somewhere, you know, it's gonna make them think that they're in sync with you, that you're their person. So get your ass back on the contract. If they reach out to you, close the deal. Like, I mean, I hope this is making sense. All right. So I know a lot of people are asking how to close a contract. It's mind over matter. Mind over matter. Once you control the mind, hear their name repeatedly in songs. Yeah. It's because the people that want you to work for them, they genuinely want to know what's to you. Why are you different? What do you have? Like, what makes you so special? Like, why did I have to come to you in the first place? You know what I mean? And the only way for them to figure that out is for them to get to know you. This is why in the beginning it seems like they actually give a fuck, you know? And it's not that they care, it's because that they just want to know why they were sent to talk to you. What made them talk to you in the first place? You know, some people work for people and they don't even know why the hell they work for them or how the hell they even got connected. They just do the shit until they go through their spiritual journey, if they ever do, to realize that they actually are putting, you know what I'm saying, hurt upon others, which some people never wake up from that shit. That's why you got to leave that type of person alone, because they'll never know the pain that they cause other people. They'll always see it as other people are causing pain to them or trying to, when really they're just rejecting love. And because love is the highest form of energy that pains them. It says it's so hard staying in light with so much darkness around. You know what? It could be because I'm bougie, okay? It could be because I'm bougie. But I really don't mind being around anything, you know, people that don't care for me or people that are fucked up or dark or whatever the case you want to call it, right? And it's probably because I be laughing at their ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you train your mind to deal with that, you won't even see light or dark. You literally would just be basking in your own ambience. But you won't be affected by the bullshit anymore, because the moment that it comes towards you, you'll be like, oh no, like, I don't want no parts of this, you know, like, and that's gonna save you. And it's really funny because you'll actually get a chance to see it firsthand. People will make you want to backtrack to your old way. Of course. Of course they do. Because 9 times out of 10, your old ways were negative or dark or bad, or it hurt others, or it blocked off others, or some type of way, shape, or form. Yes, I've noticed that. My energy and light is my... Yeah. It's like, you'll know when you get there, okay? You'll know when you get there because you'll recognize it. You'll be able to go into a room and you'll be able to identify the people that are aggravated by your energy. They're going to move the fuck out the way. They're going to shift. They're going to run. They're going to go to the other side of the room. So true, the more you control and master yourself, the stronger you are. If you backtrack, you letting them win. Heck yeah. You should write a book. You know what? I have been sought after by one of the largest book companies in Europe. And I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I'm still debating. But right now, you need to start identifying these things, because 2021, all right, you have so much that you need to accomplish, because the battle has already started, all right? The battle started once Jupiter and Saturn start having their spinoff, all right? So now that they're having their little spat and spinoff and their little, I call it a pium fight, okay? Once they started having that, it's all on you on what side you want to be on, okay? Because you're gonna find by January, let's say January 2nd. I'm so sorry for whoever this is, but maybe even tomorrow. Maybe even tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Yeah, maybe even tomorrow. Okay, so 27th, 28th, or 29th. That's a lot of unique energy. The moon goes into, we're in Taurus right now for the moon, I believe. Actually positive we're in Taurus moon. Tomorrow we are in Gemini. Yeah, Gemini. So once the moon goes into Gemini, it goes into this unemotional inability to convey emotions, but emotions are high. Like Gemini moon people, their emotions are high. Like their energy is amazing, actually. And when people are around them, they get a sense of, it's almost like an energy where it kind of like call you, if that makes sense. But they're not doing it purposefully. They're the dark side of Gemini. Gemini has two people. They have a light side and they have a dark side. Jupiter in Gemini is when how you make money. So you'll make money like a Gemini, which they hustlers. They always got some shit going. And they always gonna make money. It's their birthright. Now, Moon in Gemini is the light and dark. Okay, Stone. You have a Mars in Gemini. So you have the dark side too. I'm just playing. So you'll have people that want to come around you, and they're not per se gonna say why. You'll see people will start to maybe message you or inbox you, and they really don't want anything. Oh, okay. You know what? That's good though. If you have a Venus in Gemini, that's actually good. You have the light. You have the light side. If you're a rising in Gemini, you have the light side. Venus and rising are really good. And North Node. You have both in North Node. Now, if you got a Gemini moon, that sense of mysteriousness. But remember, the moon energies are the energies that's flowing through the universe. Remember this. I need y'all to remember this. Moon energies are the energies that are flowing through the universe. So if the moon is in Gemini, Gemini runs communication. They run the internet. So for as long as it runs the internet and runs communication through the internet or technology, then that's how people are going to reach out to you. They're going to text you out of nowhere. They're going to call you out of nowhere. They're going to inbox you on social media, something of that nature. But every piece of energy that you get and the moon is in that energy, that's the energy that's floating around. So if the moon is in Gemini, you gonna have people that were in your energy, like lusting for your energy, like mysteriousness, like, I wonder, what is this person up to? Let me reach out to them, you know? Let me say something, anything. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing it for. With my Scorpio moon and being a light worker, I occasionally don't mind playing across the fence sometimes. I tell people I don't mind going into a fight with the devil just to rescue someone. Oh, that's nice. And you know what's funny? You have a Libra as a sun, I believe. So, you know, they say most Libras jump the fuck over there, play around, and jump the fuck back, you know? But I feel like they only do that because they know that they have the power and the backbone to do it. Because if you have a Scorpio moon, your sense of emotion is way off. This is graphic, but I'm still gonna say it anyway. Damn, you got a Scorpio Pluto? Stone, get off get off the live. No, I'm just playing. I know. All right, y'all trying to make me just throw y'all under the bus, but if y'all want me to, back. Okay, cool. A Scorpio moon person doesn't go off of their sun sign. Scorpio moon people go off of their moon sign. That is the dark side of Scorpio. So Scorpios think fucked up shit, okay? They always think about fucked up shit. A Scorpio can look at you and be thinking so much shit in their head. Like, I wonder, okay? But they already decided everything, thought everything, played out scenarios, you know, and all facets and walks of things. I'm not gonna say this shit on here because they ain't gonna flag my shit, right? But y'all already thought about all of that. Y'all the dark side of Scorpio. If you have a Pluto in Scorpio, that is sadomasochism. For those of y'all, I finally got the word together. Pluto and Scorpio is sadomasochism. So if you have a Scorpio moon and a Scorpio Pluto, you're a freak. It says, I think shit will fire if I punch you and stuff. Okay. So, y'all need to stop y'all reasoning, okay, for the stalkers, all right? So, it ain't got nothing to do with no synchronicities if you got a Scorpio moon and you have a Pluto and Scorpio, okay? Or if you have a Scorpio sun sign, okay? All right? And then with Virgo, Venus is Veggie, like that. Yeah, see? That's why you jump over there. Okay, we getting off the stone, okay? Thank you so much. It's nice to know how eclectic your chart is. Anyway, long story short, synchronicities, okay? I know that was a part of understanding your feminine and your masculine, okay? Just because you're seeing synchronicities is because the masculine in you for females, it's calling you. And it's calling you because that is a part of yourself, your personality that you need to remove. The ability to want to overbear a situation when, right? Because some people they just be like, you know what? Forget that. I waste all my time, such and such and such and such. I'm gonna let them come back, whatever, whatever. And like if it don't work out, I'm gonna walk away. You know, it's to win a battle. And sometimes you lose a lot in the end. If you are the type of person where you say, okay, I couldn't have seen the signs. There was no way for me to see the signs. Everything seemed perfect. Like I don't know what else more I could have done to see this better or in a different light than what it was. 9 times out of 10 is because you were contracted. You didn't do anything. I just seen 555. You didn't do anything. Your ass was just walking around with your shoelaces untied. Okay, you was looking down at shit with the basket in your hand. You got goddamn oranges in your basket and goddamn bananas and shit in your basket. You wasn't paying attention. All right, so it ain't have much to do with you. For men, it wasn't your lady. Okay, it was probably your Pluto Scorpio. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. So that's what I have now as far as synchronicities. Make sure y'all are paying attention to the signs. Okay, pay attention to the signs. Next, I'm going to only for y'all because you know the people that are active. I'm gonna do a separate chat, but I'm gonna delete it after. So I'm gonna do the divine feminine and masculine class. Okay, and then that class is only gonna be probably like 30 or 40 minutes. I'm gonna cut it short, but the other 30 minutes is gonna be on a private live, and I want to do a comparison or I'm gonna show y'all the difference of how to know certain things based off of your chart. So the next time you meet somebody, you don't have to just, you know, break down their whole chart and be like, no, I can't talk to you because you're a Virgo Venus. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. Just like, but it's gonna be like, I know who I'm compatible with and I know now why it didn't work. All right. Based off of my chart or what I had going on energetically. So that will be our next course. All right. Synchronicities. It is not there because love is there. It is there because it is for you to pay attention. It is a warning sign. Okay, alert, alert, abort, abort. The ship is going down. Jump your ass off. Did y'all miss me? I missed y'all too. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Make sure, well, you ain't gotta like this for me because nobody will see it, but make sure y'all stay safe until I talk to y'all again. All right, thanks.